man. All right, so we don't finish. Secondhand Smoke. Early '98, maybe late '97. I wasn't really getting along too good with the drummer Lauren, and so I didn't really say anything about who was in Secondhand Smoke, but it was Lauren Woomer, Frank Woomer, who's his brother, and Tom Barnett, and then Mike K. Hall and me. So that was Secondhand Smoke. Um, Me and the drummer and I, man, we kind of stopped getting along because Lauren was a good drummer when he was in the studio. He was relaxed, would play the beat, stay in the pocket. But when you played out live, man, he was a different story. You know what I mean? And people react different to chemicals in their body, whatever. And he would just, everything was so fast with that guy. He had real trouble controlling himself. And we played a show one time, man. And everybody has heroes, right? That's in, like I told you, mine was Ozzy and Jim Morrison. His was Keith Moon from The Who. And if you ever watched Keith Moon or listen to Keith Moon, that dude, I mean, he's labeled one of the greatest drummers in rock and roll, and I don't see it. I don't see it, you know. He's a very simple kind of guy, smash, 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 crash, crash, you know. And Lauren was kind of the same way, but like I said, if he was in the studio, he sounds good on the demos that we did, and I give him all that credit, man. I'm not taking anything away from the guy. But we played a show one time, and Lauren was playing exceptionally loud. And I mean, I literally, if I was standing in front of him, I had to get out of the way because of the cymbals. They were just so noisy to my ears. And I went to practice one time. We played a show, and I think we got together like the next day, and not to probably practice, probably just to get high or whatever, as we sometimes would do. And so I go to practice. So we go over to Tom's house, which is where we practice. And you know, I just said, look, man, I said, you know, you got to lay off on them cymbals a little bit. And he was having trouble staying in time on stuff. And, you know, and I wasn't trying to be a dick. It was just that, you know, sometimes you just got to say something, dude, you got to practice a little bit. You know, that's all I was asking from him, was just to practice, you know. And I talked with Frank earlier and said, listen, man, just talk to him, see if we can get him to take his kid home or whatever, and just practice at home, you know, on his time. And but that never really happened, and we played the show, and the next day we got together. And I just told him, I said, listen, dude, you gotta ease off on the cymbals a little bit, man. You're killing me up there, man. I don't know how, you know. And Tom and Frank had played with me a long time before I even got into the picture. So I don't know how they dealt with it. But I mean, I'm not really taking anything away from the guy's talent. He was okay, you know what I mean. But playing live was something different, and he got pissed off, and he said, well, maybe we need to find another singer. Fair enough, you know. As far as I was concerned, I was the last guy brought into the band. It wasn't my band. I was the last guy brought in, so that would have been their decision. And I turned around and said to him, I said, well, maybe we need to look for another drummer, you know. And I think that pissed him off even more. And basically, I just pretty much left right after that, you know, because Frank was like, okay, everybody just take it easy. And you know, I was like, you know, I'm not. It wasn't that I was pissed off. I mean, if you say you want to go get another singer, get another singer. That's fine. Like I said, it wasn't my band. And then I just left a little while after that, and I called Frank and Tom at home, and I said, listen, man, it's not happening. I can't deal with it anymore. And so that was the end of Secondhand Smoke. And like I said, I did two demos with Secondhand Smoke, and so did Mike. And we had some pretty good stuff. And there's 3 songs on the compilation from Secondhand Smoke. So I'm glad I had that stuff. I'm glad I have all this stuff, man. I didn't, you know, it's still around. It hasn't been deteriorated enough to where you can't listen to it or anything. So that's Secondhand Smoke. So the next band I want to talk about is Sore. They're on the compilation. Sore consisted of We got together in late '98, early '99, I guess maybe, and Soar was by this time I got back in touch with Frank, and Lauren was cool. You know, we were all cool, and come on, keep going, Fritz, please. Come on, Fritz, get out. And so we were all cool, and Mike was there, and I think it was Mike that called me and said, "Listen, man, I'm jamming with Frank and Lauren. If you want to come down and put some vocals on, we're going to write some stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be cool." And I went down there and talked with Lauren. Me and Lauren were cool, and so we started writing stuff, and I came up with a band name, and everybody agreed, yeah, that's cool. And so we wrote some songs, and we went into Target Studios again, and we did the 14-hour thing. I think it was 14-hour thing again for the Soar demo, and we did like I think it was like 12 or 13 songs actually, and we had a keyboard player, Lenny Smoot, came out and played keyboards, and he had jammed with us a couple of times in Terminal Bliss, like playing live, and we kind of stayed in contact with him through these years. And so Lenny went up with us and played some keyboard and stuff, played some really cool stuff. And so we did the demo, and it's more like an album. You know, you got that much song, that's not a demo, that's an album. And Lauren did, I think everybody did awesome, man. Mike did a good job, Frank did a good job, Lauren did a good job. He stayed right in the pocket, man. Lenny did some cool stuff. And I was actually able to do some double vocal, which is something I always wanted to do. And we added like some sound effects to a couple of the songs that made it. I think when you do that, it makes the song bigger. You know what I mean? And so that was cool. We were able to do that, and because I brought along some sound effects CDs, and you know, like there's one song has guns on it and bombs going off and helicopters, and there's one song we do. There's I'm at a bar, and you know, every guy's been that guy that's calling this chick that broke his heart or whatever, and calling from a bar at 2:00 in the morning, and we have a little piece on there that with the bar atmosphere, you hear clanging bottles and people laughing and joking, and Frank's girlfriend at the time, Nancy, she come up there with us, and she did like a little piece with me where I call her up, and we have a little bit of dialogue, and that's one song on there. But probably one of the best songs that's probably on there is probably one of the best songs I ever written in my life. It's called "Love Never Dies," which I wrote about my mom, and it turned out. I'm very happy with that song. The way that I'm glad that we recorded it. I'm happy with the way that it sounds today. There's like a loneliness in it, man, and I mean we captured it. We captured it really, really good. You know, with the keyboard in there with it, and Mike does an awesome riff. I love that riff that he plays on there, man. It's haunting, you know. And so basically, I think that's about it. I think that's all I want to say. And then the end of Soar. I don't know how it really ended. It probably ended with, you know, just don't want to do it anymore. I think that's what Soar was, because we didn't play any shows. Soar didn't play any shows, and I think we were trying to get it together to go out and play some shows, but it wasn't happening, and we're not going to play shows, you know, to promote it. I mean, it's kind of fell apart. I think that's what happened, and Soar wasn't together very long, you know. And after, and so it probably went into 2000 maybe. Probably, I think end of '99. I think we broke up. So, and then I went on and got in other bands, stuff like that, you know, in the 2000s. And actually, fast forward to 2005, me and Mike and Frank and Lauren got together again and started jamming on some stuff. And so I've jammed with Mike, man, for a really long time, ever since like '92. And it was 2017, and we're still jamming today. We're trying to do some Terminal Bliss stuff, and I'm gonna, you know, it's just in the beginning phases. You know, hopefully, maybe we can get down and get some stuff. Bear with me here, please. And maybe we can get some stuff down and get another demo recorded or something. That's my idea. Because that Terminal Bliss stuff, man, it pisses me off that we didn't really have that last show. You know, we just kind of like faded out. You know what I mean? As good as that band was, man, I mean, it should have ended a little different than what it did. You know, so. But like I said, man, life, you never know what's going to happen. You know, but I'm glad that I have, you know, I still have the tapes and things. I was able to actually put this down and give it out to some people that would appreciate it. So, so with that being said, I guess I'm done. This is my little mini docs that I wanted to do, and I'll put it to the YouTube channel, and hopefully they'll come out, and maybe there'll be some more videos coming up of someone playing some music, you know. Hopefully some Terminal Bliss stuff, you know. There's I'm going to a benefit tomorrow for a guy that ran sound for Terminal Bliss a bunch of times. His name is Keith. He's got cancer, and I guess they only give him, I don't know, weeks to live or whatever. And Frank, the drummer, Frank Palica, he's putting that together. And he called me and said, man, if you want something to do with it, man, and, you know, Terminal Bliss wants to get together or something like that. And it was way too early. We Mike and I just got with a guy named Johnny, and you know, we just weren't not ready. So but he asked me if I would come up and sing, you know, like on the last song. There's going to be like 5 or 6 bands or anything. And he wanted to know if I would come up and sing on like the last song. I was like, yeah, sure. So I haven't been on stage, man. I haven't been. I've been on stage just like jamming a couple of times with a couple of different guys, but that's been years ago. So, and I was in a cover band. I'm not trying to jump around here, but I was in a cover band for a while, and that broke up in like 2012, I think it was. But and I think I jumped on stage with like Joey Fulgerson a couple of times, and sang Roadhouse Blues. And but Frank was like, listen, man, if you want to come up on stage and jam, man, that'd be great to do for the last song. I don't know what they're gonna do, you know. I'm sure it'll be some kind of classic rock tune or something. But it should be pretty cool. I haven't been on stage in a while, so hopefully that'll go through. And that'll be tomorrow. But so I guess I'm done chit chatting for right now. I'll put this to my channel, and hopefully it'll come out, man. So whoever watches this, man, stick around and stick by, and there'll be some cool music coming your way. Peace, man.